received my MAR, so I'm gonna go ahead and head to the med room. I have patient George M. Jones, date of birth 10/1XX. He has a penicillin allergy. He's been prescribed methylprednisolone 30 milligrams intramuscularly daily, due at 0900. On hand, I have detromedrol, which is the methylprednisolone. It is 40 milligrams per milliliter, so I had to go ahead and figure that up. It comes out to 0.8 milliliters. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab all my supplies. I have a 3 milliliter syringe, a 22 gauge 1.5 inch needle. I've got my blunt filter needle, alcohol swabs, and the gauze. So I'll go ahead and head to the med room. Outside of the patient's room, I'll go ahead and do my second med check. I have patient George M. Jones, date of birth 10/1XX, with a penicillin allergy. He's been prescribed methylprednisolone 30 milligrams intramuscularly daily, due at 9 o'clock. It is 9:05, so it's okay to give that medicine. On hand, I have the depo-medrol 40 milligrams per milliliter, so that comes out to 0.8 milliliters. Good morning, and provide privacy. My name's Kyle. I have an injection for you today. Go ahead and wash my hands. And I'll be the nurse doing your injection today. Go ahead and raise your bed to a working height for me. Side rail down. All right, Mr. Jones. I'm gonna go ahead and get you to confirm your name and date of birth for me. You said George Munster Jones 10/1XX, and my order is for George M. Jones 10/1XX. I see you have a penicillin allergy. Are there any other allergies I should be aware of? No? All right. So today I have an injection for your COPD exacerbation, okay? I've checked your blood pressure. It's 120/80, and your blood sugar is 100, so they're okay within normal limits to give this medication. I'll go ahead and get you uncovered. Mr. John, before I give this medication, I just want to let you know it can cause insomnia, it can cause your blood pressure to rise, blood sugar to rise, and it can delay your wound healing. So we will keep an eye on that and make sure everything is within normal limits, okay? I'll go ahead and do my third med check. I have patient George M. Jones 10/1XX. George M. Jones 10/1XX with a penicillin allergy. He needs methylprednisolone 30 milligrams intramuscularly daily, due at 9 o'clock. It is 9:06, so we were in time to give that medication. And on hand, I have the depo-medrol 40 milligrams per milliliter, so I will give 0.8 milliliters. I'll go ahead and prepare this injection. And wipe the top. And roll my medication, make sure everything's mixed up good. We'll go ahead and draw up 0.8 milliliters of air. Try to get all those bubbles out. I don't see any bubbles. I've got the 0.8 milliliters. I'll go ahead and change my needle. Recapping this one first. I can go ahead and put that in my sharps container and change out the needles. Make sure that's secured. I'm going to go ahead and position my patient. Mr. Jones, I see that your last injection was given on the right side. Is that correct? It is? All right. So we're going to give it on the left side today, okay? All right. So on the count of 3, I'm gonna go ahead and get you to turn over onto your right side for me, okay? And I would have counted to 3 before I turned him. Go ahead and bend his knees into place. I'm gonna raise this side rail and let you hold on to it, okay? All right. I would go ahead and place my palm on the greater trochanter. Place my thumb towards the crotch. And my index finger is on the iliac spine. So I would go ahead and give the injection at this bead right here. So go ahead and change that up. Mr. Jones, I'm going to go ahead and wipe you down with this alcohol swab, okay? Let that dry first. Let's go ahead and double check, make sure there are no air bubbles, which there are not. Go ahead and pull the skin back. I'm going to give that at a 90-degree angle. And hold that in place. Go ahead and aspirate to see if I see any blood. I don't see any blood, so I'm going to go ahead and inject. And I will hold that for 10 seconds. And I'll go ahead and remove the needle. Go ahead and let that skin go back. Activate my safety. I'll go ahead and place that into my sharp container. Apply pressure with my gauze. Throw that away. All right, Mr. Jones, we're gonna go put you back down on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and get you covered back up. Are you in a comfortable position? He says he is. Go ahead and let your bed back down. Your call light is right here. If you happen to need me, I'm going to put the bed back down in the lowest position. And then I'm going to go ahead and document. And I will go ahead and throw away all my trash.
I'm in the bedroom doing my first head check. I'm going to have an order on the floor, and that's what took me so long, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out. Now, this vial has not been opened. I have patient George